We are now live here with Ed Barroom, Leonard, and Kirill Soviet Bandar. We're bringing to you Battle of Berlin quarterfinals. Hello, Bar.
Hello, Soviet.
Uh, nice to be here again. We are bringing Team Fusion and Kozaks today. We're going to be casting them. This matchup is actually has a bit of a pretext already. The both of these teams met in the final battle of the qualifier bracket. And their battle decided the outcome, who's going to advance in the top seed or not. Uh, of course, the way it was done with Battle of Berlin, I think 6 slots advanced, right? So that didn't really matter. Both teams were safe and into the playoffs. But now they meet again in the quarterfinals of Battle of Berlin. Just gonna run down through the rules again here. Um, we have 5 versus 5, no tier point limit, 10-minute rounds, and on Runeberg. As far as the map, once again, we have the map tactic up here. Bar, why don't you run through it?
Well, again, as we've seen all the way through these group brackets and the qualifiers and the actual challenges and playoff rounds, we've got the 3 lanes of attack, basically. You know, you've got your city on the yellow line here, the what's known as the 5-6 line push, and then we've got the line over here, the red line that goes into what we like to call on the North American server Delta Village. What happens here is a lot of teams have been utilizing all of the lanes of attack, it seems. We've seen a lot of city skirmishes. We've seen a lot of 5-6 pushes, and we've seen a lot of play, especially from Simp most recently out in the Delta Village area. So really cool map. Love this map. There's a lot of lanes of attack, a lot of lanes to flank somebody. I know it's one of your favorite maps as well. So I really like to see this challenge on this map. It's great.
Right, and of course, it's going to be interesting to see how the teams have adjusted since the qualifiers. Both teams, I'm sure, gained some experience in the qualifier rounds and in all the rounds that preceded this quarterfinal matchup. Kozaks are up and coming. I think they're a new team on the scene, and I spoke to one of their members. He told me that they are forming. Initially, they were going to be another Russian only speaking clan, but uh, they didn't have enough serious players that are Russian speaking on the US server, so they started recruiting everybody into their clan that wanted to take the game seriously. So now here we are going deep in this Battle of Berlin challenge up to the quarterfinals. We'll see how they do. And of course, Team Fusion, they've been around for quite a bit with different names. Now it's Team Fusion here today, 1327 ELO rating, and we have seen them go deep everywhere. I mean, every single challenge or skirmish they've done, they're up there.
Right, and we announced last night for people that were checking out my stream that Fusion is now going to be known as MOP4. That's MOPP4. They are changing their name. They did get their name changed in the major league, the Wargaming Major League. So their name now in there is MOP4 as well. There's a little bit of reason behind that, and I think on Tuesday they're going to be ready to reveal what the reasoning is behind that. So kind of a neat twist of things. Some things taking off for teams here. So yeah, they'll be officially changing their name after this, but for now we'll just call them Fusion.
Cool, cool. And look forward to that announcement on Tuesday. Running down the roster, 70 Chevelle on this is Team Fusion. 70 Chevelle, Conflict, Plated, Mega for the win. Talid, Bockrocker, Nemesis, Swollen, and TT Jones. Switching over to Kozaks, it's going to be Altair 777, Bunutut, Feldspar 78, Romstar, Archangel 332, Chikan, Orion, and Sin 10. Sin 10 is the captain of the team. However, he sent me a PM saying that he is going to be away on a vacation due to the fact that it's a 2-year anniversary of their wedding. So congratulations to them. Many more years to come. And sorry that you know have to miss this one, but
Real
pri
life over tanks. Come
yeah,
on, dude. I
pri
mean,
priorities. No, no, it's right. It's definitely I definitely would do the same here.
no, I'm actually picking on him. I mean, I would have chosen tank. Oh, maybe I wouldn't have. I'd probably be divorced too, I guess. So, well, good for him. That's awesome.
And here
Congratulations.
Yeah, here we have a quick look on the quarterfinal brackets. So Pop Stars are going to be facing off against Hammer Time. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Hammer Time, a very strong team. Kozaks and Team Fusion, of course, the match we're going to be live casting today. War and Peace versus Wreak Havoc. We saw Wreak Havoc did a very good job against Red Sky, Ermagard, Canervans. And then the last matchup is Dance with No Pants On versus Simp. Simp definitely is going to be well is the favorite right now, probably for the entire tournament, just based on their ELO rating, 1577. So we'll see how that happens. We're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds here in the countdown. Let's go ahead and switch in and see what the guys are bringing.
Yeah, it looks like they've kept the same lineup, interestingly enough, that a lot of teams are running with the triple T57s, the E100 for the damage sponge, as you talked about on the match with the Ermagerd Canervan and Wreak Havoc. Looking like they're sticking with the 62A and Swollen. So we got Nem on the T57, TT Jones on the E100, Conflict on the 62A, Plated Mega on the T57, and Bachrocker on the other T57. And Swollen is in the on deck circle with a T62A. Probably going to swap him in and out for Conflict. So same lineup we saw them run before. Who knows what their tactics are now that they've been all the way through the group stages and been through and advanced through these playoff rounds. I'm really excited for this only because we got to follow them through the group round and then we built up the drama with the groups, the group stage when they fought Kozaks at the end, and there was a little bit of drama there between the two teams, and so this should be a really interesting match.
Yep. 1 minute and 20 seconds here. Gonna be interesting what Cossacks bring, right? Since they faced each other off already in the qualifiers, and they probably have seen and tuned into some of the other live casts that we have done. They have seen other teams. Of course, this is much deeper into the tournament now, money rounds, right? So
Absolutely. This is we're at the 1600 gold mark here. So any team in this bracket right now automatically gets 1600 gold. It's when they bust into the semifinals that the gold really starts to pile up. So for once they get into the semis and finals, first place is 26,000 gold, second place 14,000, third place 8,000, fourth place 4,000. So each of these teams tonight are guaranteed 1600 gold. So that's an okay amount, especially because most of these guys are going to have those tier 10 tanks already. It's not like they had to swap crews or, you know, blow through ammo or whatever. I mean, maybe some people did buy ammo, and there is an ammo special on right now. So, most of these guys have these Clan Wars clans have their tanks stocked up with gold rounds and consumables. So,
yep, and we're
should be
here
fun.
down to 5 seconds. Let's prepare. We of course have the permission from Team Fusion to listen into their team speak. So we'll do that in the first 20 seconds here. Kozak's bringing E100, T57 heavy, Bat Chat, and two E4s. Let's listen in what the reaction is from Team Fusion.
We are live.
Carry it away, Jones.
Okay.
So let's be ready for the camp.
Yep. Um,
Where are we all going? You want to ping it real quick?
you're just gonna go scout field. Yeah.
Standard positions.
Or you can go up here and do that. But I'd like for you to at least see if they're coming.
You ready
You
for
want
that?
you want the church
Normal.
done?
Yeah, go ahead and give Nem the church. He's closer.
Probably won't beat that bat, so I'm gonna try to take along.
Okay, I dropped TeamSpeak now. Let's see. So they're expecting a camp from Kozaks. We're looking at TT Jones here. They're moving towards the church.
Yeah, I did get a chance to talk to these guys a little bit before this match, just making sure that we, did have the okay, and they had said they were prepared for a complete camp by Kozaks. Now, I don't know what kind of information or why they would think that. I don't know if maybe it was from the group stages or whatever, but I mean, Kozaks is set up for some sort of camp. I mean, you can't really push with those E4s and the E100. I mean, I guess you could, but they're probably, oh, here we go. Here's some action.
Yep, yep. Switching over. I was looking at
TT
Conflict.
Jones just bounced a round from Chicken on that E4, like bounced right off the top. If you look at his TT Jones there, he's got that big
Yep.
scrape mark. It hit the top plate,
Oh,
but
didn't
he's
bounce
getting
that
nailed
one.
now.
Sin10 actually takes a shot on TT Jones.
Yeah, bad move on Jones' part there. He knew there was that E4 and he let him basically poke and hit him. Now that E4 can probably poke again and nail him, but those 57s are now set up to receive that if that E4 pokes that corner. One thing that they've got to be weary of is that there is a bat chat just rushing around on that 0 line, and if he figures out that Conflict's out there by himself, he could very well go in there. So there's Jones taking another unnecessary hit, but
Yep.
I don't think that trade's worth it. 800 for 300 or and some change there.
Yeah,
So
chicken pays for that one from Nemesis, I think that was. Nemesis is, of course, not getting lit because he's using the bushes here behind the church. So only when he fires does he get lit. But TT Jones, as we see, is down to 1,000 hit points. That's more than half of his health gone.
right, and now what could potentially happen? They've got so it looks like
The
okay,
bat
so
chat from
yeah, he's
Kozak
just
is
running the
getting lit.
loops. Yeah,
Yep.
he's running loops. But the good thing for Jones right now is he's got Bachrocker covering him on the 3. So if those guys decide to try and flank him on that 3 line, Jones has got a barrel up that 3 line to flank him. Now, here's the thing for Kozaks. They've got the city position. They know they're up on hit points. It's basically a standoff at this point. Who's going to push? Well, I can guarantee you that I don't think, well, I shouldn't say guarantee, but I don't think that Fusion will push at this point, being down 1,000 hit points on their E100. I mean, it just seems common sense would seem like they wouldn't do that. But you never know. They may get aggressive, especially if they start to light some more tanks here. So, and again, folks, we know the action's a little bit dull right now, but usually at about 5 minutes, it really does pick up on these battles. 10-minute timer. There's a lot of time. There's a lot you can do in 5 minutes because of the size of this map. So
And of course, I'm trying to entertain you guys with some flyby actions here on Plated Mega right now. And of course, Conflict is actually doing some lighting there. Let's switch over to him in the field.
yeah, oh, he
Taking
just
a
took a
shot, yeah.
Yep. I don't
Taking
think
a
he
shot
was
on
lit
that.
either.
No, yep, that's a lot of bushes, and that's quite a bit of distance.
Sure, yeah. So he realized he could pop a shot off, and so he took it, missed it, but it was a safe shot to take. Unfortunately, that bat chat knows he's there, and he just doesn't know if he wants to keep lighting him there or if they're gonna just swarm the city. What you might see, here's what I'm thinking that Kozak may do at this point, is they may pull that bat chat out of the field and go, you know what? Leave that 62A out of there. We've got 1,000 hit point advantage in the city. Pull the bat chat in. Let's just surround these guys and knock them out with 5v4. Well,
Yep.
really 5v4.5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they're down, so 3.5. They're down so many hit points on that E100, taking a couple unnecessary shots. So luckily
still-
for Jones, luckily for Jones, he did bounce that one from Chicken because he could be down 1,800 hit points. It's just it's one of those things.
And one thing to remember, though, still even at 1,000 hit points, the E100 with that spaced armor is very tough. With a little bit of angling and a little bit of magic from RNG, TT Jones can still, be bouncing a lot of shots. Sin10, we see popcorn break. He says, I must have actually misread the nickname or something, though. The PM that came in, I'll check it again later on. So I guess it's not Sin10 who's missing.
Yeah. Either way, interesting thing here that we haven't seen the bat chat light, so I'm thinking that's what they're doing. We haven't seen the bat chat light Conflict in a while, so I bet you they pulled him back, which is a smart thing to do. With this type of format, 5v5, you want to overmatch, and overmatch means you want to have more tanks, more firepower than your opponent, and if you can do that successfully without completely derping in and taking unnecessary shots and getting blown apart, and you do it strategically, it can be very painful for another team. So
What I think that might happen here is Kozaks would come in with the E100 leading, and then two autoloaders and the two TDs, maybe two TDs coming with the E100, right, using it for cover, and
Sure.
then two autoloaders is trying to establish a flank on some flanking shots on the Team Fusion. But Team Fusion is set up very well. They can react to any lane right now. We see TT Jones is guarding the fountain. Nemesis and Plated Mega are also guarding the fountain area. Bach Rocker, so the weakest spot right now probably would be the 3 line, right? Because uh, Plated Mega would take a little bit of time to get there.
Yeah, well, the three line could expose a vulnerability too, right? So say they get lit on the 3 line, the T57, the two T57s in Gulf 1 and 2 are going to have to pull back and try to help that 3 line, and then that could be the way that Kozak uses a 1-2 flank on them. Now that those T57s are there trying to help the 3 line, so smart play going on. You never know what's going to happen. A lot of this is when you don't know where the enemy is really, when they're not lit, it's hard to make a decision. It's a lot of pressure on a guy that's commanding or calling the shots on these battles. It's like,
And
okay, what's going to happen?
and we're down to 3 minutes right now. So if any action is gonna happen this round, it's got to be pretty much close to now.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I don't think you're going to see any banter back from Fusion at all. They're pretty professional with the in-game comms. You can guarantee they're focused on the prize right now. So um, I think this may come down to a draw at this point. There, I don't. I mean, you may see Kozaks come flying in. I mean, they're set up for a camp. I mean, what are you going to do with that? And, you got a bat chat that was lighting in the field, and I guess what they could have done was they could have pushed conflict up and pulled all those tanks back out of the city and ran up the 5-6 line. But again, what are they going to do? They're going to start capping, and then those guys can pull those E4s back, which have got about a 15 to 20-second reload. I'm not sure on that, but it's they'll be able to reset the cap and do that. But it looks like Jones is pinging the map, wants conflict to go, find out where they are, probably throw him away here if he has to, just to see where they're actually set up, and then he can readjust the strategy. A lot of teams you'll see at the end when they know it's neither side will get a win, it'll be a draw. They'll basically take a tank, throw him in, and see. So Conflict's taking a weird route here. I don't know if he got lit
Yeah.
there.
Weird
'Cause it was
route
almost
indeed,
like-
and kind of slow as well, going up the hill here. Finally, he's going to be able to accelerate on this road here, going down the 0 line.
Right. So down to 1 minute and 20 seconds here. He started to go out to the field and then turn. Maybe he got lit, or maybe Jones said, Conflict, don't go that way. I want you taking the long way. But he's just wasting time here now, driving through, knocking down trees, breaking bricks. I mean, you just go up the road, you keep your speed, and you're going to, take care
some
of whatever
action.
you Yep.
Some action in the city. TT Jones lining up Feldspar in the E100. No shots exchanged yet. And Bat Chat is lit for Conflict. Let's actually switch to Conflict here. He's maybe exchanging shots with the Bat Chat. Bat Chat tracks him. Conflict quickly repairs. He's down to 1,789 hit points actually now. Ooh, down to 401. TT Jones down to 112 in the city. Let's switch to him again. Feldspar also down. Probably took one shot from TT Jones here. But
Yeah.
a little too late. A
little too late. I mean, it's good. They're feeling each other out now. They're seeing what they're doing. I think Nemesis absolutely has to get in here and help Jones, or he's going to go down. And there goes Conflict. Conflict tried to drive into the cap after and got nuked by a 57. But again, it's going to come down to a draw. They've got a couple. They've got a 57 that's safe and another 57 that's safe. So.
Bachrocker and Sov13t exchanging shots here, and E100 from Feldspar from Kozak is well taking a shot on Bachrocker last second there, but a draw.
And here's I think it's interesting that they're putting Conflict on that 62. I just knowing what tanks they play and everything else, I think you'd want to put Swollen in there because he's an incredible medium driver. So we'll see if they make that adjustment.
Okay, well, let's quickly run through this. Four shots for Bachrocker, 1521 damage there, 983 for TT Jones. Only one shot fired. Look at that, 983, very nice. Nemesis, 372, 2 shots, 1 miss, 1 non-pen. So not much action. It actually looks like Kozaks were doing more damage. Archangel, 5 for 5 with the batch at 1920, 1641 for Chikan. Feldspar 1626, Sov13t 889, and Orion down to 30 hit point. I'm sorry, only 30 damage from him, one shot. So that's a draw, and this one looks like it's going to be a lot, longer than what we saw with Red Sky and Havoc.
Right, right. And you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing for us. I know you were pressed for time on Friday, and I was pressed for time as well with the majors, and we're kind of thankful that those rounds went really quickly. But tonight we're all yours, guys, and you know, we'll stay with this as long as it takes. I mean, there may be several
Definitely.
draws, who knows? I mean, I don't think you could accuse either team of turtling up there. I think they both went to the middle of the city, 50-50. Both did their scouting runs in the field, and then Kozaks definitely pushed the issue at the end there when they knew they had the hit point advantage. But again, at 2 minutes, you know, you're going to push on that, and it's going to, you know, either you're going to have a, you know, heroic win, or it's just going to come down to a draw. So, and
Definitely.
looks like they kept conflict in there.
Let's listen in again this time around to what they have to say.
All right, take it away, Jones.
Conflict 7.
Best spawn.
Yep. I'll get Matt Damon if you want to get into the Nook.
I got it.
And
Yep.
Matt Damon.
remember, if we see them have shut down the 7, we need to go. So we can't fucking hesitate. We need to get those stupid fucking TDs out and kill them.
Okay, well, a little bit tense, I guess, there. But switching over, TT Jones and Bach Crocker are shifting towards the city. We can see Nemesis and Plated Mega taking up the back spots there. Already, Conflict lighting Archangel 332, Bat Chat, doing a little bit of counter scouting. Both teams are.
Right, and Conflict doesn't want to tangle with Archangel. That guy in the rounds where we were casting Kozaks, he was manhandling any Conflict in that 62A. I mean, he was just having his way with them, and we saw it this last round. Basically, unloaded his clip into him, didn't miss a shot, and ultimately is what cost him, you know, going down to a 57s, because that bad chat just basically manhandled him. And he's driving around in the open here. Not really the smartest thing to do, and he's gonna get himself caught again, and they're gonna be down to 62A. I can almost guarantee it. I think Kozaks, if I were them, I would be like, hey, we've got our bat chat driver is better than your 62A driver. We're gonna send him in there, kill him, and then we're gonna be up a tank. So that's just how I would call it if I was Kozak, but you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
he could continue just to do his light scouts and play it safe, but I mean, so far that guy is a beast on bat chat. I mean, he just does not miss shots in all the games that we've cast him. Really good player.
And we're looking at the bird's eye view here. Actually, let's switch over to Conflict there in the city. They might be engaging each other now. Look at this, really close proximity here for both players. Conflict taking a shot through the archway there between that building and the fence there as well. Archangel fires back, but Conflict's track absorbs it.
Yeah, he did 90 damage there. That was interesting. Conflict's gonna turn his back to the bat chat and start to drive away. I don't think he wants to tangle with that bat chat. I would probably leave him alone as well. But he's gonna, if he gets caught out in the open, that bat chat can set up and just unload that clip. He's gonna be in a lot of trouble. So looks like he's pulling back now. Maybe Jones told him to get out of there. You're not gonna win that. Set up in a bush, make him come to you. Okay, great. He's using the rock, and the bushes on the 0 line should be
Yeah.
interesting.
So kind of a mirror to what they did in the first round here, using Conflict as a passive light, just to make sure that nothing is coming down the 5-6, right, and controlling the Delta Village with the bat chat.
Right. Good move. What I think the adjustment they'll make is last time they pushed Conflict through the 0 and pushed him right into the teeth of that bat chat. Maybe this time they'll pull him back and do something else with him. But I don't.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, you never
rejoin the
know. It's
force.
right. So, you know, we talk about a little bit of the meta game here, and when it gets into a commander's head of, okay, what did they do last time? What did they do this time? What are we going to adjust to it? Sometimes it could be a little overwhelming, and you miss little things that they did because you're in the heat of battle. Everybody's been there, and especially guys that have commanded. It's like, okay, they did this. Should I do that? Should we change the lineup? Should we just go with what we got? So here we go. Conflict's
Ooh,
moving again. There we go.
TT Jones takes a hit from Chikan in the E4. I was actually just hovering over that area, and there it happens. TT Jones down to 1685. Very similar start to this game as before. TT Jones already down.
Yeah, he keeps poking that E100 and letting the E4s hit him. There's really no point to it. I mean, make them poke in light. I don't know why he keeps poking out there and getting hit. It's interesting. They don't seem like they're playing very smart in the city. So that was one E4, and he was what on the Foxtrot 2 line, 3 line looked like.
Right. Yep. He's right there on Foxtrot 2. Of course, in the G line, I guess G2 would be the better sector, right?
Right.
So I can assume that the other E4 somewhere near, maybe probably even next to the church, probably looking towards where Nemesis is with plated Mega. You can see very nice positioning from Team Fusion. Nemesis is closer to the buildings and plated Mega is offset. He can swing either way. You can see he can either go right or left, reinforce the 3 line or Nemesis if Nemesis gets pushed.
Absolutely. And Jones does pull back here, gets back on the corner. He's like, all right, I'm not going to poke out again and let them just keep pumping shells into me because that's not a win situation. I mean, he's down to 62%. Did we got hit twice?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, that was just a high roll. It looked
Yeah,
like.
that was a high roll by the, I think it was like a 980
Okay.
or something.
Yeah, that's pretty high for the E4, nine to
Oh wait,
1,000,
that
right?
that has to be 1,000. Yeah, that's over 1,000 on him.
Yeah. Yep. 1,000 and some change. Yeah. So he did get a high roll there because he did expose. If you look at the side of TT Jones's E100, there's a big hole in the front left skirt there that probably went through, penetrated, and did some serious damage.
I'm actually switching over to Conflict here. Conflict shifted even closer back to the base. You can see him here next to the buildings. Who was it? I think it was Red Sky, right? They used a much more open spot. Conflict is in a much better spot here, right? Having
Absolutely,
solid
yeah.
cover and a bush, so he's doing both. He's doing a passive light and has something to hide behind in case he does get lit. Much safer spot this time around.
And one of the things that they need to that Conflict needs to be aware of, if he lights something, he has to hit it. I mean, you can't light the bat chat coming down at you, miss a shot, and have that bat chat in your face with a full clip. You will go down. I mean, if the bat chat gets some good rolls, they can easily dump the clip and take the 62A out with taking minimal damage. So it's going to be crucial if you can make those sniper shots across the map with that bat chat barreling in. Now, I don't think Kozaks will do that. I don't think I think the bat chat knows he probably pulled out of there now because that bat chat could be doing those similar lights now, and knows he's not there. And they have no idea where anybody is now except for the E4 that shot Jones. So again, turtle, like we talked
3
about.
minutes.
So,
3
yeah.
minutes now. If action happens, it's gonna have to be now. I guess both teams are wary of each other.
Yeah, and and it's the little bit of the drama that we talked about at the start of this with, Kozaks was accusing Fusion of turtling up on the one of the last rounds there, but really what had happened was Kozaks pushed down that 6 line, with everything they had. Fusion lit them as Conflict was out in the field, and then they called up everybody come back, because they had started a push too.
Here we
So
go.
here we go. Comes the 6 line.
Yep, 6 line push. Wow, Conflict must have been lighting him. That's quite a way away. Look at this. This is probably close to 600 meters. Unfortunately, I didn't get a reading there.
Yeah, and I think Conflict might have taken a shot at that guy too because he repositioned. Now I don't know if he shot. Oh, here they come.
Here they come.
Done-
Archangel,
capitalized.
Carchangel going out wide in the bat chat. E100 leading the charge and double E4s coming behind. Actually, T57 and an E4. Ooh.
Conflict's in a lot of trouble here. Yeah.
Yeah, Conflict takes a hit from, I think it was the E100. Another hit from another shot actually hits a truck there, probably by the 57.
Yeah, he needs to get behind that building because that bad chat's about to have his way with him. Now he's going to poke out and
Oh,
I
he's
don't
actually
know.
gonna keep running.
He's kind
Let's
of
uh
in a bad spot to do that. That
let's
bad
look at
chat's got
this.
shots.
Yeah, Batchat taking another shot. Conflict down to 840. 496. Wow, they're still focusing him that far away. Batchat Archangel doing nice work there, sniping away. TT Jones though now has control over the cap. He's the closest one to the cap now. T57s are back here, looking over the cap from the arrow. And Bachrocker still keeping an eye on that 3 line. Conflict running towards the fountain.
Right. Looks like Conflict, they may try to send him to cap. He's trying to get them lit on that middle road. Interesting. And he does light them. Now the Batchat and sees him there. So the Batchat could have an easy, and he goes down to a E4 just sitting there. So again, you know, it comes down to some bad driving there, I think. But well, in the
Yeah.
city, yeah, now Kozaks has got a full tank advantage, and they can just have their way with them if they're smart. There's 30 seconds left, but it'll come down to another draw, I
Yep,
think.
Sin10 taking shots from taking hits from Bachrocker here. He's down to 1135 there, and that's gonna be it. Another draw coming our way. Oh, look at this though. Kozaks did switch into the 3 line, and now Bachrocker is in trouble. Down
Yeah,
to 11.
Bach will go down, but
Yep,
there's,
there he
there's
goes.
6 seconds here. They're not going to be. I mean, so Kozaks is clearly being the aggressor here. So, um, Fusion has got no right to complain about turtles or anything like that at this point because Kozaks is taking it to him. Now, granted, it's like at about 3 minutes, but still, they're still taking it to him.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a DC here, conflict DC'd.
Well, we have two draws now, but interesting games in my opinion because we see a little bit of meta from Kozaks there. They pushed up the 5-6, right? TT Jones readjusted, and then they swung around to the 3 line. Of course, they ran out of time, but that did put Team Fusion's 57s out of a little bit detached. Of course, given a little bit more time, they would have been in there, and probably the E4s would have been focused out because the E4 doesn't shoot as fast, and you want to focus it out because it hits hard. Let's quickly run down this. Only Bachrock are doing any type of damage for Team Fusion. 1298. Let's see if Conflict actually did shoot. Yeah, he did take a shot. It was a miss, but it did force Kozaks to kind of shift their advance. Let's take a look at Archangel. Look at this, 22-42, very nice. 9 shots, 7 of them on target. 17-29 for Chikan. Feldspar coming in at 767. Orion 753, and Sin 496. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. And again, it's probably going to come down to 3 minutes again. They're going to sit in there unless, yeah, look at the damage that those guys did. Wow, that's great. That's great. I mean, for a draw, that's pretty decent in my book. I mean, they definitely outdamaged Team Fusion there. But no changes in lineup at all. Looks like they're still going to roll with the 357s, the E100, and roll the punches.
Okay, here we go. No changes on Kozaks. No changes on. Oh, I'm sorry. Did they change something? No,
No,
no
Kozaks
changes.
is the same E100, T57 batch had 2 E4s, and of course, Fusion's got the E100 triple 57s and 62A. They're using that 62A as a scout, and I just don't think a 62A is a scout tank. I mean, if you want to do that, you need something fast, something that can get in there, and that's super powerful like a Bad Chat. I mean, they've got they're another French tank that has a autoloader on it.
And this time, let's actually skip TeamSpeak. Keep the guys. Give them a little bit more privacy this time
Yeah.
around, and just call it as we see it. We see pretty much similar movement here. TT Jones and Bachrocker going towards the G2, G3 area, while Plated Mega and Nemesis are going towards the church and the the one column. Conflict, in the meantime, doing his usual thing with the T62A, doing some counter scouting.
Yeah, and I bet you this time well, here I go with my silly predictions, but I'm thinking that as soon as that Bat Chat is loaded, he's going to go after Conflict and just get him out. Because, I mean, like I said, the guy's having his way with him. Archangelus is just nailing his shots, and he's not missing, which is really impressive because of the way the Bat Chat fires. It's not really a great sniping medium. It's more of a get in your face, brawling right next to you kind of medium. So he didn't go up and light him this time. He's sitting back in the 0 line this time. They're not going to have him go up there and get in the face of the Bat Chat. So that's an interesting move. And they haven't lit the Bat Chat yet either. So maybe these guys, maybe Kozaks is like, all right, let's just take it to him. We'll push down now. Maybe not. Maybe they'll turtle up too. So we'll see. But they're definitely Kozaks are definitely being the aggressor when the time, when the countdown gets a little low. And
One thing I already noticed, Bar, is look at this. TT Jones is staying further back. He's not poking the fountain as aggressively as he used to. And even if he is going to poke, look at this. He's angling his armor and using, of course, the berms there to hide his lower glasses from the E4s. Ooh, here we
comes the
go.
Bat Chat.
Yep. Let's quickly change to that. Conflict is in trouble. He's down to 16, 17. Batchat down to 1,000. Exchanging shots here. Down to 706. Is he going to finish him off?
Nope. I think
Ooh.
Conflict's going to win this exchange. The Bat Chat just bounced, and he's out. He's out of his clip now. So Conflict's definitely got to get in there and go after him now. He realizes it, sees it, and he's going to chase him. Now, will he get chased into a trap? That's the thing. Now Conflict's got to make this shot.
Yep.
Makes it. And now if he makes one more, that's a huge loss for those guys. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, and it's a miss. It's a miss. Archangel is going to be able to run away. Conflict is actually now he has to abort that pursuit, right? Because he doesn't know what he's driving into, and he's down to one shot for pretty much everything else on the Kozaks team.
Right, and we saw last game, that's what happened to him. He went and tried to run away from the Bat Chat when he saw it coming, and he walked right into a line of fire there, after the Bat Chat kind of got him down to 62. That was the first game, excuse me. And
What do you think about this, though? He's back to exactly the same bush that he was in before. And
I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea because they're going to think, oh, there's no way he's going to stay up in that 0 line now that, we know he was there.
Oh, nope,
Now
he's moving again.
So
Yep.
maybe he went there and Jones said, Conflict, are you in the same spot still? Move.
Yeah.
So, but no, he's coming back and he's adjusting into the right side of. Okay, he's staying in the road, but he's getting on the other side in a different bush this time, or now he's moving up.
Let's quickly take a look at here at TT Jones in the city. Bachrocker still guarding the 3-line. TT Jones still kind of. Oh, actually, he shifted towards the 3-line as well. Nemesis unplated, watching the fountain. No change here. All the action seems to be happening in Delta Village. This is kind of like kind of how the matches go on Prokhorovka. The exchange of scouts. The scouts keep running around, who lights who, and then depending on what you see there, you see some push.
Yeah, I think it's the same with Steps too. That's another map that's I think played similar to Prokhorovka. Is you see where they are with your scouts, and then you kind of figure it out, and you figure out where you want to push and light for arty, and it just kind of unfolds really quickly once a commander or battle caller feels comfortable that he thinks he knows where everything is. That's when everything starts to escalate, which they really don't know where each other are because we haven't seen the E4s, we haven't seen the E100, so they're just kind of at a standstill again. And again, after 5 minutes, we'll start to see some action. Maybe 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I think had Kozaks pushed that issue at about 4 minutes, they may have actually taken that game if they would have pushed a little bit sooner, I think, because they had a huge advantage. Huge.
One thing I like, is Kozaks, if they do push earlier, they might get the win. What do you think?
Yeah, they're making their shots a lot more than Fusion is at this point. Fusion's just not doing the damage that Kozaks is doing. Those E4s, yeah, they're scary, but I can tell you right now, I would
They
be
can be
more afraid
dropped.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a lot more afraid of 3T57s Wolfpack together, nuking down an E4, getting in there and brawling. I mean, they've got the alpha. Oh, here we go. Here's a
There we go.
T57.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, so that's what they were afraid of. Conflict's going to be in a lot of trouble here if he gets caught out. So here's we're playing into that. comes down, that T-57 knows he's lit, and he doesn't care. He's going to come right in. He's just
Yeah, because
swerving.
if Conflict shoots right now, he's going to get lit, and that's going to be game over for Conflict. So
Yeah, Conflict's going to go down here. He's not even going to take a shot.
now he's going to run. I wonder if he's lit right here. Maybe not. No.
Nope, he's skipping away. Here we go. We'll see how, if that 57 can set up.
5-6 line push here by Kozaks. You see E100 and E4 lit in on that corner there. Let's shift over to the city.
Now they know that they've got a T-57 that's out of position. Now watch this. Here goes Fusion for the cap. They're going to push up at their cap. They're leaving Conflict back there to kind of light that area. Conflict's probably going to go down here if they get a shot on him.
Oh,
Boom.
yep.
See
There he
you
goes.
later. And
There
they've
he
got an E4 at cap. And looks like Fusion's sending 157 back to get cross shots on them when they try to go for the cap for themselves. So if they can get in there and get that, they have to get big, get on the cap, and get that E4 out and not even worry about it. And I think they'll be fine here.
Here comes the exchange of shots between Chicken and TT Jones. TT Jones now on cap. Plated Mega getting into the cap. TT Jones covering Plated Mega. So now Chicken can't reset him.
Right, but the T-57. Oh, there's a bat chat invisible from the
A5, A6 probably.
Yep, and he's just going to unload. Look, he's just going to keep resetting them all day long, which is good. They need to get in there and get that E4 out. I don't know why they're letting the E4 sit there and light them while the bat chat unloads on them. It's silly at this point. And now the T-57 down at the K2 line is going to be pressured to get a crucial shot in, and he hasn't yet. So I don't know what's going on.
A bounce on Nemesis. Chicken coming in.
Can't see anything. They're in a bush. They're going to get capped out here for sure. Look at this.
Why?
See you later.
Look
No
at
render.
that. TT Jones didn't even look at Chicken while he could have taken a shot on him. But Kozaks take the win with the very nicely done resets on Team Fusion.
Yep. And that's how you do it, folks. I mean, again, it's not getting in there, getting big, and getting that E4 out. There's no reason why they should have left that E4 there to let them do that. Good move by Kozaks to put that bat chat. Like I said, Archangelus, man, that guy is a baller. I think he's MVP so far. He's done a lot of damage. He's made some really smart moves, and it's working out really, really, really well for them.
Okay, let's take a look here. Archangel, yep, 32-51, 10 for 10, very nice. And he barely survived that shot. Think about it now. Every time I stream, I talk about how make every shot count. And that's a good example. Conflict just barely missing. I know that was an incredibly tough shot to make, but he missed it. Archangel survived, was able to reset. The entire plan of Team Fusion failed in that last push.
Right. Now, if Conflict, like we talked about, it had made that shot, it would have been a different story. They wouldn't have had the bat chat up in the little village area that was completely camouflaged, just having his way with them. They sat there, let the E4 light them while the bat chat just unloaded on them. The E4 didn't even have to push around the corner. That was the beauty of that strategy of Kozak.
Yep. And let's see. Chicken did 45 defense points there, and Sin10 captured 38. Archangel 38 reset, 26 capture for Orion, and Feldspar also. So they sent 3 tanks, E100 and 57 and E4 to the base, and then they had 2 tanks in defense, like you said, Archangel in the bat chat and Sin10. Let's take a look at this next one. But
yeah,
the score is now 1-0.
1-0 Kozaks. And I get a little animated when I see play that I'm like, why aren't they doing this? But again, I'm not in the battle. I don't know what's going on. And
do you want to listen in this time?
Yeah, sure. Why not? See
All
what
right.
you have to say.
Let's see this one.
What did we want to do?
We're being recorded here. Whatever.
Standard and then move out from there, or
Conflict, ramming speed, ram the bat. We're gonna go straight down and try and kill him. I'll stay at the D3 corner at the...
What are we doing?
You're gonna go down the 6 column and kill the bat. And I'm going to stay here to shoot them as they try and peek up at you guys.
if we fail at killing him in the first engagement, we gotta redirect
Interesting
back.
strategy there by them.
Yep.
you know, they know the bat chat's not loaded, so they're going to try and ram it and kill it right away, which is, oh, here we go.
Oh, look at this counter push by Kozaks. Now they're lit. All of them. The entire team is lit. I'm sorry, not G. Team Fusion. Sorry, I saw it. Bot Crocker's tag there. G. They're gonna be readjusting, taking the F row here.
Yep, absolutely. So interesting. They both are trying to take that 6 column. Good move on Kozak's part, I think. It'd be
Meta
an
game
interesting
coming
move.
in.
Yeah, and here's Conflict. He may take some unnecessary damage here. He got really lucky pulling out in front of those guys, and having them not hit him. But he did get them lit. Interesting. Jones pulls up into the 4-5 line with them now too. Conflict's got to be careful here because that bat chat, like we were talking about, he's a great player, can get in there and take him out. And we'll
I
see if
think
they try to
Conflict
do
is
that.
checking that 0 line just to make sure that he's not trying to sneak in behind the enemy line here. Oh,
And
there
there's
he
the
is.
bat chat, and he lit him.
It's a
Bat
miss.
chat missed. There's one shot. Now, Conflict could get in there and kill that bat chat without. I mean, he'll take a lot of damage for it, but the bat chat cannot kill him with the shots he's got in his clip right now, unless he gets a good fire or something like that. So
Oh, missed by Conflict. Batchat looks to be running. He's probably reloading. Let's
yeah, he's
quickly
gonna clip and reload. Yeah.
Let's
run
quickly
away.
take a look here at shots fired by the guys from the F row here. F6 they were shooting on the Batchat, and one of them actually hit. Look at that, 1394 for Archangel.
Conflict nails him and tracks him in the middle of the road here.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. Oh wow, right in the
Another
open.
shot.
Yeah,
And
he's on fire.
Oh,
622 hit points left for Archangel. He's running for his life right now. Conflict senses the blood this time around, and he's trying to readjust here, get a better angle on him.
Now, one thing Conflict has to be aware of is those guys he's poking and trying to check if they backed out of that line, and they did, and that's
Oh.
interesting. They backed way down now, and now they're just pushing on them and gonna try and take advantage of it. One thing,
Sin 10 takes a shot there. He's down to 1253, 779. He's in trouble here, backing up very slow. The E4 is backing up, so in trouble.
in trouble for sure. Now, we don't know where the other tanks are from Kozak, but look at this. Conflict's got side shots now. He's actually pushing the field and having his way with the field now that the bat chat got scared out. Conflict could potentially take this E4 down right here.
Yeah, Sin 10 is down to pretty much one shot.
And he doesn't. Yeah, he didn't have a shot on him. Sinten got
Look
backed
at
out.
this. Look at this. A Kozak E4 is coming in the F row, but he's so isolated. And Fusion realizes this, plated Mega, and the guys are returning to the F row. Let's take a look.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll... It's interesting. They're trying to collapse on him, but you don't know if the 57 and the 100 are with that E4.
Oh, there they are. Yep,
And,
the
there
E100.
we go.
TT Jones takes 1,600 damage there. Chicken is now in the focus fire for Team Fusion. Chicken is down to 385. There he goes. Feldspar is up next. Fusion much more aggressive, and it's paying off for them so far.
And now now Kozaks is getting a fresh T57 in there, and I bet you'll see Jones go down here if they don't share some hit points. And there he goes.
There he goes.
And that bat chat's going to go try and provide cap pressure, but they get, or maybe not. He's pulling back to try and get some shots on that 57.
Orion, Fledspar's on fire. There he
Wow,
goes.
Great focus fire. Goodness
Great
gracious.
focus fire. Yep, triple 57s versus 157 left. Oh, actually, the Batchat is out in the distance there. He might be running. Yep, look at that. Archangel is running now for his life. He's maybe, well, too little time. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. So this match, much more aggressive by Team Fusion, and it's paying off.
Yeah. One of the really... Whoa, and the Batchat takes a shot from Conflict? Wow, Conflict had a crazy shot up the middle there. That was actually really good. Tough shot to make.
Conflict went down, though.
Conflict goes down, though, to the T57. Yeah, that clip. I bet you he's clipping now, though. They'll take advantage of that right now.
Yep, he's running.
Yeah, Plated Mega does not usually miss shots at all. And you can see Plated Mega driving that 57, making shots on the move. He made every single shot in that clip that he took while he was moving. That is some great driving there.
Archangel is the only one left. He will probably be driving away, reloading, and then most likely coming back to try and reset. But this is going to be a victory for Team Fusion unless Archangel pulls off a miracle.
Yeah, unless he pulls off a miracle, which, I mean,
Interesting that Team Fusion, they're kind of spreading out.
yeah, I don't know that that's the best thing to do at this point. I think you put maybe two on cap and you use one of them as a swing, uh, as a swing force to make sure that he can't get. Remember where we saw Call Me Sarge from Havoc in those buildings over there, be able to poke, shoot, reset the cap when it's most crucial. So, um, you know, Archangel understands that he can't get on the cap now and cap them out. Now, what Fusion needs to do here is take advantage of those bushes because, as we saw, what Kozaks did was they they were taking advantage of that, and we see some good high-end gameplay here. You see Nemesis pull in front of Plated, realizing that Plated has got all the cap points at this point, and Nemesis will gladly take some hits so that the cap does not get reset.
Yep, this is
So
gonna. Yep, there it goes. A little too late for Archangel, and of course the wrong tank. Bachrocker takes a shot. That's gonna be it. 1-1. They tie it up. Things are heating up.
yeah, wow, what a turnaround. Both teams pushing down that five line. I think what started that whole thing was, uh, them catching that bat chat, so to speak, with his pants down. Really good shot from the guys in the five line. Whoever hit that shot, give that guy a cookie because that probably was not an easy shot from that four line there up into the road, that back road. And as we saw, Archangel likes to move a lot, so.
Well, look at this. A different story here for Team Fusion. 28-20 for Bachrocker, 27-48 for Plated, 22-62 for Nemesis, 18-20 for Conflict, and 7-47 for TT Jones. TT Jones was the only one that actually pinned only one shot, but they still did a much more damage than Kozaks did. Of course, they pretty much destroyed 4 out of 5 tanks. Different story this time around.
Yeah, much different story. Was interesting to see them get aggressive. You heard Jones at the start say, "Let's just go down. Let's just push hard, get the bat chat out. Once we do that," and that's exactly what they did. I mean, they had a strategy and they executed it. They didn't get the bat chat out, but they took him out of the fight really early. He was down to 625 hit points, then 300 hit points, and Conflict was pretty much at full and had his way with the field. And once you've got field control, you can push that 62A
But
around.
real quick, you have 20 seconds to ready up. Just
Oh, gotcha. Sorry about that. So again, yeah, getting too excited about all the. I was looking at the damage stats here, but yeah, once they got the bat chat kind of on the ropes, and they were able to push down and realized, they had a overmatch down at the bottom. When we saw Kozaks poke that middle road, they immediately turned around though and went after that. Now, good play, I guess, because it worked out for them, but that could have potentially been a bad thing.
let's listen in here. Sorry, Bar.
All right.
Holy spawns bet, man.
Alright, I guess Plated will go to the field. They're down to 0. Well, we're just gonna camp like normal, is the thing.
I see what you're doing. Should be able to alpha that bat. The thing is, I don't know if he's gonna even bother doing that again.
Conflict, or you only need to get one shot on him, and Conflict can finish it. Is the thing.
I don't think he's gonna do that because the last time, I mean, what he might try doing is just doing some blind fires into that bush I was sitting at because it's the pro bush apparently.
Yeah.
So I
And
can fire while in it and
even
not be spotted.
even if they rush us 4 tanks.
So we hear what they're doing, right? They're making that bat chat their primary objective for the first part of the battle, and that's absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, and you'll see they're putting Plated over there with him, and we saw Plated's play last game, and dude does not miss shots. He reminds me a lot of one of the pro players, Hugo Maximus, and just some guys on this server that just absolutely don't miss their shots, and he's one of them that falls into that category. So we'll see if he can live up to the hype and make some shots on that bat chat if the bat chat tries to push. But you heard Conflict say, I don't think he's going to do that again.
Oh nope,
Oh,
he
here he
does.
comes.
Here he comes. Yep, proxy light on Archangel here. Archangel playing very aggressively here, and Ooh, this is a trap. A trap on Conflict. Conflict is going down. He's gone. Just erased. And Orion is the only one taking shots from Flated Mega. Wow, what a turn of events. A trap ran by Kozaks. Now they're pushing down the 5-6 and Delta Village. Plated Mega is coming back towards the base.
Yeah, you know, that is a trap. You know, you heard Fusion say, oh, let's set them up with a trap and get the bat chat out. Well, they didn't push that 57 with the 62. I don't think it would have mattered had they anyways, but Conflict, again, backed out into the middle of the open and let the guys in the
Plated
middle
Mega's
row
in
just
trouble.
snipe
Look at
them.
this. He's traversing in the open down to 793 hit points.
And he goes
There
down.
he goes. Huge advantage right now for Kozak.
Yeah, Kozaks should just be able to drive right in there and get this cleaned up and take them out.
Let's take a look at how they're positioning here. They're utilizing those windows. Nemesis and Bachrocker, TT Jones are all here. The last 3 tanks all turtled up in this one little square covering the cap. Kozak realizing that and is retreating.
And you see Jones kind of holding the back line, and I don't know if you'd want an E100 doing that. I would think you would want the E100 over by that one of those other windows to kind of take care of that. They got Nemesis that's going to handle that window, and then you'll have Jones and Bachrocker kind of handling the other window. So whichever angle that these guys push in, they're going to get lit up pretty hard. Good move. Now, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, we'll see some bad chat play here from Archangel. We'll see him come in and maybe just light them and figure out where everybody is and get it done for him. Because he's been, like I said, he's been a superstar for Kozak so far.
Yeah, let's take a look down these windows. So TT Jones and those windows, and then of course Nemesis overlooking the cap. Most likely, though, we will not see Kozak make a push for the cap because they know that these windows are very hard to dig opponents out of. There we go. Yep, 3-line chicken is led by TT Jones. TT Jones already taking shots. And no shots by Chicken, I don't think.
Nope, no shots by Chicken. Jones' shot, he took a snapshot and it hit the dirt. But now they know they're stacked there, so they can't push there. Now, you know, how are they going to approach this? You know, what they could do is they could push down the 1 line and really catch these guys off guard. If they pulled everything back and came down the 1, guys, I don't think they could even light that if they came from the fountain over on the Foxtrot 1
right.
area.
Yes.
I mean,
they wouldn't
could
be
come
able
in
to.
and come right behind them and just, you know, these guys wouldn't be able to snipe them out.
But the main thing here would be focus fire on Kozak's part. If TT Jones does a good job shielding Bachrocker and Nemesis, this match could quickly be leveled out. There's Feldspar in the E100. Oh, Sin is actually out there. That's a surprising move. I didn't see that one coming. So now it's kind of like they're surrounded. Oh, Nemesis takes a shot on Sin. Sin is down to 854. He's taking lots of damage.
Nem's gonna take him
467. Nope, that seems to be it. He's reloading.
Wow. He got lucky backing out of there. So Jones just takes another shot at Chicken and misses it. Now Chicken's getting aggressive, but now Bach's got shots on him. One more shot from Bach, and I bet you oh, there he goes.
There's
Bach's
a
got 2 more in that
T57.
clip.
Where's the
Takes
bat
another
chat?
shot. I don't know. That's the thing. Where's their bat chat? I mean, boom, and there's Jones with a
Kozak
shot.
are just throwing away those hit points right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a tough place for Kozaks to be, though. They've got to basically break a turtle, and they're walking into a line of fire. So, but again, it looks wow.
Yeah,
Nem just took another shot
takes
on the
another.
100. Yeah.
Yep, he's down to 2400 there. Batchat's still missing, out of play.
Maybe the bat shot will come down the 1 line like we were talking about and just get in there. And
Yeah,
cause
but then
some
it seems
havoc.
it's a bit of a poor timing here.
And
'Cause
Jones just took a shot, but you know, he tried to take a snapshot, didn't want to get hit because hit points are crucial right now, and he ended up shooting the ruins that were sitting in front of him.
Right now, Team Fusion is able
There's
to
the bat
reload.
chat.
Oh, there's the Batchat. Here we go. Sorry. There we go. He established another line. He was able to sneak in really close on TT Jones, and he's now proxy lighting them.
Right, and now they'll know where they are the entire time. Now, he's trying to bait Jones out to do something that Jones probably doesn't want to do. He's trying to turn turrets. He's trying to make Jones come out. He knows that Jones just fired, so here goes the bat chat. He's going to dump some shots on Jones right now. There he goes. He's going to whittle him down. There's 1 shot. Now Jones has got to pay attention to that bat chat and not let him keep doing that because he's just
T
gonna whittle him down.
Yeah, TT Jones
Crucial hit
also
points right
lost
now.
a load or two. That's it's a big one if he doesn't have a med kit. He probably does. He's holding it, I think.
Yeah, probably not right now because he doesn't really need to use the med kit because right now the action's so slow that they're just hoping for a draw at this point, hanging on to by the seat of their pants. Good move. Wow, Jones just laced a shot there, and you saw Bachrocker step out, and now he's going to cover the outside of Jones so he can't be picked apart by that bat chat. What a
Feldspar run.
shot!
Yep. Bachrocker finishes off Orion. Feldspar is running in. He's taking shots from Nemesis. Nemesis is down to 589. Sin 10 is still somewhere out there. Bachrocker dancing with the Archangel here with the bat chat.
Yeah, dangerous play on both teams right now.
I think
And
that was a
Jones just took a shot and missed it. Nem goes down. That's bad news for Fusion.
Wow. Yeah, this is down to the wire. 4 versus 2, but still lots of hit points for Team Fusion.
If I was Bachrocker, you may want to just take a shot here and get that bat chat out. He's fired.
Nope.
There he goes. Another
He takes,
good shot.
the E4, I think is what you meant. Take out the E4. So
Right.
now, 3 versus 2. Feldspar needs to get in here because he's the one that has more armor to perhaps take some of these shots. Batchat should be left alive. Oh, look at this. Feldspar does show up. Bachrocker has to push. Archangel is engaging Bachrocker here.
What a smart
Bachrocker
move.
is reloading. I think.
Archangelus is out of shots now. Bach's
Yep.
got to unload all four, and he
Oh, that's
misses
a
him.
miss. There's one. So Archangel's down to 1371. Let's look at TT Jones engaging Feldspar. TT Jones has a hit point advantage, but he's tracked. Sin 10 might have a shot. Actually, no, they're putting... Never mind, I can't really tell what's going on here. Where's Sin 10? Where is he?
I bet you he's driving into to
Cap?
get them now, or well, he's going to get on the cap to provide cap pressure and make them come out. But
Oh, I see what... I think Feldspar is going to be proxy lining them, and the rest of them are going to be just sitting on Cap.
yeah, the bat chat's probably going back to get on cap now too.
There's the hit from Sin 10. Okay,
Bat chat is on cap.
yeah,
Bat chat's-
Batchat is on Cap. Let's see if TT Jones finishes off. Nope, no shot there. Feldspar can shoot, can finish Bachrocker here. Actually, they're gonna pincer him. Here they come.
Yeah, and
Both of
Bach's
them.
reloaded.
Feldspar is going down.
Yep, goes down. Now
Bachrocker
the
finishes him
bat-
off.
And you can guarantee that bat chat's loaded right now, and he's in really good shape for hit points, and he's going to take Bachrocker down here.
Oh,
he
that's a
bounced
bounce.
him, and got him.
Ooh, wow, so close there, Bachrocker. I was looking at that pile, and no, he just couldn't hide behind it. Now it's TT Jones is actually going to take a shot here. Oh, missed the shot. Archangel coming in to take him out. Well, 1274. I'm not sure if he... Yeah,
He's
I'm
got
not
two
sure.
shots. He's got, what, 4 in the clip? 3 in the clip, yeah? 4 in the clip.
Yeah, 4, I think. 4. That's 1, 2,
2,
3.
and a bounce.
That's a track,
Last one
yeah.
right here.
Nope. He's reloading.
Oh, it's reloading.
What is he? Oh,
He's going to
This-
pay for this.
yeah, he's... Oh, no. He's going to out-traverse him, I think. Nope, he's going to die. What is... Archangel.
And this could be a draw if Sin 10 doesn't get in there and take him out. It'll be come down to a draw. What a great battle, though.
What was he thinking?
I don't know. He should have just drove away, ran away.
Yeah.
Well, I
2 on
mean,
1.
the time. Look at the time.
Ah, Sin. Yep.
But if Sin 10 had gotten in there instead of staying out in that little village area, I think they would have been. Good. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
39.61 for Sin, 28.22 for Archangel, 25.10 for Feldspar, 15.41 for Chikan. Let's look at Bachrocker, 34.37, 33.90 for TT Jones. Conflict 0. He got nuked in that Delta Village. So meta game coming into play. They thought they will trap the Bat Chat. Team Fusion did, but Kozaks ran the opposite and trapped Conflict in that Delta Village, and that really set the tone for the rest of the game, except maybe a little bit hesitant on the part of or maybe a little bit bad timing. I think Bad Chat kind of came in late, don't you think?
Yeah, he came in way too late because he had he gotten up that one line like we talked about, I think he could have been a game changer there. I'm not being biased here, but I'm pretty impressed that Fusion was actually able to survive that. I mean, it looked like an easy win for Kozaks until they just started driving into the open and taking unnecessary shots. And I didn't get to see how Nemesis went down, but I mean, he lived for a long time in that window. And I don't know if it was just a shot that went through and went right through his turret and kind of messed him up a bit, but that's impressive to lose your 62A right at the start. Keep your composure and go, okay, guys, we know what we got to do. We got to turtle up. It's unfortunate, but listen, this is how we're gonna draw this out, and they almost actually came away with a win. So impressive.
Yep. Yep. Down to 13 seconds going into what is this? Our fifth match?
Yeah, yeah. I believe this is the fifth match.
So
Yeah.
1-1 and 3 draws so far.
Yep. And two bad chats by Kozaks now.
Ooh,
Ooh,
interesting.
I like it.
Interesting. A bit light on hit points. Let's listen in to what Fusion has to say.
Pucker up.
So,
Let's do this.
I want something in the A7, please.
Got it.
Not you. I want a 57.
Plated's got it.
Other stooges were going down.
Let's get this show on the road.
And the guy in A7, fuck it, just go down the 0.
get Mr. Damon down.
Off we go. The team speak here.
Yeah, and we have to yell at Jones for his potty mouth. These guys get into the heat of battle and get a lot going through their brains, and the last thing they're worried about is watching their language in their own team speak. So we
Yeah.
do apologize for that, but it is part of some people's game. Like myself, I do have a potty mouth from time to time. So they did make the call to push down the 6th line and get somebody in A7. It looks like he's getting a little bit more aggressive than that. They're going to hold that outside line there and the middle. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely some. Oh,
And here
look
goes
at this.
Kozak.
Kozaks doing the opposite. They're taking the city. Right away, we see Bakrak and Nemesis pushing towards the cap of Kozaks. Now it's actually no, they're stopping. They're stopping now.
Yeah, and what is interesting is they're sending those 257s down by themselves, which I don't think you want to do. If you're going to do that, send the
They're turning
62A
around.
with them too. Yeah.
Yep, they're
They're
turning
all
around.
coming
They're all
back.
coming back to the base.
Because they can isolate them now. I think they realize that. See, that's
No,
a
they're
feint.
coming back now.
Oh, they're on the cap.
Oh, the Bat Chats. The Bat Chats are here. TT Jones is on the base trying to protect the Bat. The Bat Chats are here, both capping. Ooh, they're going down. There
Boom.
goes
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Romstar is down. Archangel is up next. TT Jones just pushing into him.
Yeah, Jones is reloading. You just saw him shoot. He's going to try and get a shot off on him here, and he'll probably just try and drive right into his face. His Bad Chat's driving backwards. Jones
There we
gets
go.
this, yeah.
He's on fire. Oh, automatic fire extinguisher works. Down to 617 hit points here. Archangel, is he going to be able to? No. The rest of the guys are here ready to finish him off. Here we go. Bakrocker is going to be first one to. Yep, there he goes. Archangel is down. So now the tables have turned. Now it's Kozaks down to 3 tanks. Team Fusion up 5 tanks.
Now watch this. Kozak's going to go get in those ruins, turtle up, receive fusion, and see if they can, come up with the same results.
Yeah.
Kozaks got caught there early, and that's kind of what happens sometimes. Like, you're making a movement that you think, okay, we're not going to get lit. They're probably all concentrated on the the 0 line now. We're not going to get lit. We can push, and then blink, they get lit, and then they're out of position and get surrounded and killed. So, interesting.
So Nemesis and Bakrocker are still teamed up together, and they're checking the 3 line here, slowly crawling up, making sure that it's clear. We'll see. Yep, Nemesis is going to use that little break in the ruins. Nothing.
Now, what I find interesting is Conflict is actually driving in, which I don't think is the best idea.
Because he's
Uh,
alone right now.
yeah, you'd want to keep him and wait until your tanks are set up,
Uh,
then have him go in and light them.
I think he is. He's gonna be in bait. Look at this. He's just checking, poking a little bit. He's gonna cross. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that's
I
the
don't think
intent.
they're there. No, I don't think they're there at all. I think they're turtled up in those ruins, just like how Fusion was, and they're gonna say, you know what? We played your game. Now you're gonna play your own game because we're gonna sit here and we're gonna. Oh, gee,
Ooh,
a
bounce.
bounce, but that 62 with that sloped armor and the low
Yeah,
profile
that
gets
angle
really crazy
saves him.
angles.
Yep.
Well, you see the shot; it went right off the top of his turret. There's a little
And
ding in his turret.
yep, and we see right now TT Jones and the rest of the guys are regrouping on the fountain, and they're gonna push in. There they
Yeah,
go.
and yeah, they're going to go down through the. So Conflict is trying to what we call track light, which is basically put his tracks out there to see if he could light that E4, and he did not. But there's
There's
the other
a
E4.
chicken.
Yep. If they all go together and do this big, they shouldn't have any troubles cleaning this up. It looks
Yep.
like.
Yep, exactly the same setup here by Kozaks as what Team Fusion did just last match here, except they're a little bit split up. That's Sin
Right.
10 is the only one that's out. Interesting choice.
Yeah, you'd think you would have put all three in there, but here goes Sin 10 over in that village trying to go after Conflict while this engagement down here by these ruins is happening. And Conflict should be able to rope-a-dope him because that E4
Yep.
is slow. And Conflict does. He's having his way with him right now. That is not a fun engagement if you've ever been in a TD with a medium that can drive circles around you and basically you feel like, a child on a major league ball field trying to play with the big leaguers and yeah, Conflict's just having his way with them right now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Feldspar is just pinned down by Plated Mega. They can't do anything, and Bachrocker finishes up Sin 10. Now it's just down to Feldspar and Chikan. Chikan is not supporting Feldspar here. This is how it should have been done just a match ago. Hopefully Kozak is gonna, learn from this.
We've lost the track.
But that's it. This is gonna be 2-1 Fusion.
Yeah, and Plated's reloading. And I don't know why.
Nemesis finishing off. Oh, Bachrocker is actually taking that kill. Now just Feldspar down to 1,000 hit points. Sinten says, okay, let's see. I mean, this is still 2-1 Team Fusion, so Kozaks can still theoretically come back from this. They need to win 2 in a row. Fusion needs to win just 1 more. We're now 2, 1, and 3. 3 draws.
Yep, interesting change of events there. They didn't set up correctly, it seemed like. I mean, they left Sid 10 out there by himself, and if they would have turtled up in there, it might have been a little bit different. But you got to realize too, the E4s aren't what, for that position. Those E4s can get off shots like every 15 to 20 seconds, and those T57s can get off 4 shots and clip in 20 seconds. So.
Okay, quickly running down the damage output here. Plated Mega 37-14, and as you said, never misses. Look at that, 10 for 10. Very nice game there for Plated. TT Jones 2470, Conflict 1661, 1605 for Nemesis, Bachrocker 850. Very nicely spread. I mean, Plated has the most damage there, but otherwise, the Conflict, Nemesis, and Bachrocker very even output there. Then 2083 for Archangel, the Batchat, Romstar. That first, the Batchat that was on cap got absolutely nuked. Fired only 1 shot, missed, and then just died real quick. So it was a good meta call. I mean, they played the 5-6. Kozaks went and took that risk, try to put cap pressure. I think they did it a little too early. The Batchats did put the cap pressure early enough for Team Fusion to realize what they're doing, come back, kill them, come back, and finish the rest of the team off. So,
Yeah, and Fusion was just getting into position. You saw what they were doing. They were moving down the line. So, Kozaks can't complain that they were camping because they weren't. They recognized the stuff in the middle, started coming back, and then all of a sudden cap pressure happened, and Jones was already rolling back, and they were going to push down on that other stuff. So, I think if Kozak had waited to put those bat chats out
There we
there,
go.
might have
There we
been a
go.
different story.
They're back to the T57, the initial lineup here. Let's listen into what Fusion has to say.
All right.
Like, I want Nem and Plated both back here and push this way. Me and Bach are going to go here immediately. And Conflict, I want you to go up the one column 2, and we need to focus these guys down before that bat gets in this battle.
Before he gets on cap.
Anything. So,
Yep.
Let's go.
we've got 30 seconds to work with, so
My best spawn for this
Go.
too. Conveniently.
Nem had the shittiest. The decap is you, Conflict, so do your damage. And
How
if
far
that
up the one
bat's
am I
not-
going?
You're going till you get a kill.
All right. What do you think of that?
Interesting call there. Aggressive. I think it's a great call. It's gutsy. I like it. I like it when you're up 2-1. You feel like you could take some chances here. And if they catch them trying to get, here they go. They're going to try and catch them in position. And they're all stacking up on that 3 line. So Conflict may get caught out of position here. He is out behind that fountain, and if they feel like they can nuke him. But it's going to be a straight tank-on-tank encounter here. And I think Fusion's got the advantage with those 57s over those E4s. So
Right, yeah.
here's this action. This is
Feldspar
going
is
to be
lit.
over real quick.
Feldspar coming into this trap here. He doesn't know that all 4 tanks are here. All 5 tanks for Fusion are here. Let's take a look at this exchange. Feldspar gets tracked, no damage received. But now, here they come. Ooh, T57 from Plated Mega takes 1,000 hit point, but Feldspar is in focus fire right now for Team Fusion. Kozak, Feldspar is going down. That's it. Now up next is Sov13t. Orion T57 is also showing up. TT Jones is down to 616. Let's see if he's going to
He'll
go
take
down.
one more in that 57
Yep.
on Orion's reloading. And we haven't seen the bat chat yet, so the bat could go to the cap or swoop in behind them. Who knows? I mean, they're, you know, Fusion's caught out in the open here. There we go. Conflict
Sov13t
with a
goes down.
good shot, you know.
Wow, this is what, you know, aggressive, very decisive push here. Bachrocker going in. He's gonna finish off Chicken. No chance for Chicken, even if he gets one shot off right now. Oh, ammo rack. Wow. Orion is up next. Let's look at Conflict. Conflict is engaging him. A bounce by Orion. Another bounce.
Here goes Kozaks down with their bat chat, and it doesn't look like he's gonna cap them at all.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and get into the fight.
Because there's plenty of time. I mean, they had plenty of time to reset.
Yeah.
Interesting that Archangel was out of the fight so long. Now, I don't know, he's going to try maybe run for it, but good rush, says Sov13t, and yes, it was. Bachrocker.
They're gonna.
Bachrocker
you may see
is-
them talk back here.
Yeah, that's fine. Bachrocker is trying to seal off this 3 line here. And no, Archangel is gone.
Yeah, he's. Are they just gonna push? They're just gonna push one to the. Oh, he's gonna get down on cap.
Yep.
Draw them down there, and he's gonna
Oh,
jump
no.
off. He's probably gonna keep playing with them. They need to put. There
There
we
he
go.
is.
There's a bad check.
Bachrocker has shots on him. Oh, miss. Archangel keeps running away. Let's switch over to Conflict. Conflict is going towards Delta Village on an intercept course.
Interesting that they didn't. Fusion didn't put a full hit point T57 on that cap. I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. But now they're gonna try and get the pin the bat chat in while they're capping.
Yep, Batchat is now taking hits from both Nemesis and Conflict. He's gonna go down here. 580 hit points. Conflict gonna poke. Miss. I think now Archangel is on reload.
He's definitely on reload, running away, and you'll see. Looks like
Bachrocker.
Bach's gonna try and back up and intercept him here.
Well, no, Conflict has a shot here. There we go, one shot. And
There we go.
Bachrocker
Bach-
finishes
that's
it
all
off.
she wrote. Good. Wow.
Great
Aggressive,
games
gutsy call.
here in the quarterfinals from both teams. Team Fusion is going to take this one 3-1 and 3 draws. So a total of 7 games played here tonight. Awesome action here.
Really good action. I mean, you can't ask for a better match to cast it. It was some good restraint there by the Fusion guys. I know them on a personal level, and I'm glad that just kept it classy and just didn't say a word. And that's that's what it's about, guys, in this type of format. When you get up into the major leagues in the if you're on the North American server or the professional ones and the leagues over in Russia and in Europe, and everybody tries to keep it classy in the chat for the stream. So we do appreciate that. You want to go through the damage?
Yeah, so 3310 for Bachrocker, 2378 for Plated Mega. Let's see, Bachrocker did miss one shot. Plated didn't miss a shot, only one non-pen though. Conflict 2102, 15 shots fired. That's a lot of shots. Nemesis 7 shots fired, 2 misses, 2062 damage. TT Jones 898. He was the one that turned the corner first. Took the focus fire, and really, I mean, the E100 you can do that with it. You take the shots and you did your job. Then of course we look at Kozaks didn't have much. Not a single player breaking a 2,000 level there. 2 shots only out of Sin 10, 1827. 8 shots out of Orion. Unfortunately, though, 2 misses and only 3 penetrations. Archangel coming in late into the action, 1125 for him. 7 shots, 3 misses, and Chicken. So both E4s only fired 2 shots. And then finally Feldspar coming in. He was the first one around that corner. Received 11 shots, but only 1 shot out of him, and he went down. So Fusion seals it up. Do they want to have a chat with us?
Yeah, they do want to have a chat with us. So let me just let them know that we're coming into their team speak, and we'll get a couple questions from them, and we'll move along and maybe discuss the bracket some.
Okay, sure. Are they ready?
Yeah, they're ready now.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Microphone activated.
Hello, fellas. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
So, one of you guys talk us through those rounds. I mean, you guys have been through this and through the group stages and through the playoffs. Have all your matches taken more than 3 rounds? Have you guys had to play some long nights, I guess, so to speak, for for this challenge, or has it all been kind of easy? We've been following the bracket a little bit, but wins and losses don't kind of tell the tale.
I think
You got this.
I think initially a lot of the games we played in the beginning were fairly quick and done. A few of the teams have been fairly campy. We camped a little bit ourselves on occasion. Like I said, initially in the beginning, it was more of a 3-4 battles, and we're out of it towards the end. Once you start facing a little bit better teams, obviously you have to slow down, prepare a little bit, take your time, cautious, make sure you're all grouped up and everybody's on the same page. When you get to this caliber of play, this late into the tournament, pretty much anybody you go up against, one bad thing happens and you can lose. So it takes a little bit more time. You end up with a few more draws and whatnot because of it, because you're feeling each other out and making sure that making no mistakes.
Right. One more question. When you guys were down, when you lost conflict in that Delta Village exchange, when I believe Jones had called we're going to trap that bat chat on this one, and that you sent conflict up there.
Every game has its own meta, I suppose.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking in TeamSpeak. My bad. One more question about. Sorry, guys. One more question about one of the battles that y'all had. When Jones had called you guys to take the bat shot out, you guys were on the south side, and you sent Plated and Conflict up to the 0 line. Plated didn't get there quite quickly, but it looked like Conflict did, and they had a 57 and a bat shot there to intercept him. Started doing damage to him. Conflict backed up and then lit the tanks that were in the middle of the road, and they nuked him. You guys were down a 62A right off the bat, and I think they'd only taken like a couple shots with one of their 57s. I mean, what were you thinking at that point? I know you were thinking, hey, we got to slow this down and turtle up and see what we can do. And it was incredibly impressive play, both from the end of watching you defend and watching you have to attack on that.
It was a tricky situation. I made the call for Plated to double back after Conflict's YOLO, and we were hoping they had slowed their advance enough, except they were completely set up for him to cross that. So it was a surprise. If he had been in that building, uh, we might have gotten a little bit more damage off, but the that K1 and 2 spot is just it's so easy
Right, right.
to just stay back there.
I mean, when we made the call, we definitely anticipated them to regroup and not to push down the middle as fast as they did. So we, made that call for Plated to come back. Unfortunately, as things often go in tournaments, things don't quite work out the way you plan all the time, and he got nuked as we were crossing. So basically at that point, the only choice we had was to turtle very, very hard and, try to do the best we could to put out a bunch of damage. We did end up, throwing a heck of a lot of damage their way, and I think that's what slowed them down, really. We had anticipated them grouping up, putting together, and pulling a full push, being that we were down 2 tanks at that point. But they kind of tried to sit back and snipe and whatnot with it, and I mean, it just allowed us to use small gaps in the windows and stuff like that to put out an immense amount of damage onto them.
Right. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate you guys letting us cast you last minute.
Quick
I know I kind of surprised you with that.
quick question from me, guys. What do you think of Kozaks?
They're definitely a decent team. They like to push. They like to, I do believe they're Russian based, if I recall correctly. And as you can see, anytime you play on a test server or anything like that, or watch a lot of the tournament teams, they like to be very aggressive. They're good at it. They definitely threw calls our way, some stuff that we didn't anticipate. So definitely an aggressive team that likes to get in there and mix it up. Not bad, not bad at all. Um, I would love to play them again. They're a great team, gave us a good run, and just very, very competent in their tanks.
Excellent. So, any shout outs, anything like that you guys want to get out there before we take off and go talk about the rest of the bracket? It looks like it's all finished up now.
Yeah, I'd like to throw out there real quick again that we have changed from Team Fusion to Mop 4 now. With White Raven Gaming backing us up, we have a new, or going to have a streaming site of our own, which will be twitch.tv/mop4 mopp4.net.
Very good. As always, fellas, appreciate it. Glad we could watch you guys through your infancy in the group stages, go through the playoff stages, and allow us to cast you here. Looks like tomorrow, or excuse me, not tomorrow, but Tuesday night, you've got a matchup against Hammer Time, which is an Anvil team, and Wreak Havoc and Simp will bring up the other bracket. So definitely going to be an interesting semis and finals, guys. So wish you luck going forward, and maybe we'll see you again in the finals or in the semis. Who knows? Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Microphone muted.
All right, Bar. Well, that's 3-1. Let's quickly take a look at the bracket. You kind of said it already, but here so the guys can see us, see it on the stream. Hammer Time versus Team Fusion up next. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Surprising, actually, that they beat Popstars. I thought Popstars were the favorite, but once again, Hammer Time surprise us here and going into the semifinals. Wreak Havoc versus Simp on the second matchup there in the semifinals. Both great matchups. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll see the Simp team beat Wreak Havoc. I'm not saying that because of any disrespect to Wreak Havoc. I just think that Simp is in it to win it, so to speak. I just think that Simp will beat him. I don't think it's going to be easy for Simp. I'm looking at a 3-2, 3-1. I think that's my prediction. Hammer Time and Team Fusion. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, that's a tough one to call. I don't know. I don't even know that I can. I mean, in the money rounds like this, because now we're talking 26,000, 14,000, 8,000, 4,000. People tend to take that into consideration and they bring their A game and play a little bit differently, a little bit more cautious. Um, but you never know. You never know. I mean, Hammer Time's got a chance to see Fusion play, and Wreak Havoc has got a chance to see Simp play, and that may play into it. Who knows? I mean, they may look at it and go, "Well, this is what they tend to do," but
Well,
we'll
Wreak
see. I
Havoc did
mean,
see.
huge.
We did cast them as well, so
Oh, right, right. I'm sorry.
you know,
So yeah, the only
casting
team that we haven't seen,
is
Soviet,
Hammer
is
Time.
Hammer Time in the semi. So maybe we can get a chance to cast them on Tuesday. I'll try and beg and plead and see if they'll let us cast them. I'd like to get their point of view, since really they're an unknown sleeper team, dark horse that's come up through this and are in it now.
Definitely, definitely. So there you heard it. So Tuesday is our semifinal match, and then Thursday, I believe, is going to be the finals. So it goes every other day, 9 p.m. Tuesday. We'll try to get a team to agree for us, to cast them. I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I just got one more thing with my streams, my personal streams that everybody's been watching, and I love it. You guys are commenting on it. I've changed my stream now. It is not Forge_Barroom anymore. It is my stream now officially is under Mop4_WOT. That's Mop4_WOT, my personal stream, where I'll be streaming all my stuff that I do with pubs and tank companies and all that kind of crazy fun stuff. But I'm really looking forward to Tuesday. I hope we get a team that lets us cast them, and and I hope it's an exciting match more than anything.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, thanks a lot for watching us. I saw those numbers creep up into 200 actually today, and the viewers, great job. Thanks a lot for joining us today here on Fulcrum TV, and we hope to see you next time on Tuesday, 9 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and of course 8 p.m. Central. Let's not forget about the Central guys. But all right. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'm Soviet,
And
and
I'm
that's
Barroom.
Barroom, and we're signing off. Take care, guys. Have a good night.